Thank you. Good morning. As Reverend Abigail said, my name is Sandra Huber, and I was born and raised in Panama, came to the United States about 36 years ago. And I stepped through the doors of that old sanctuary that was in Sandpoint Way when I was about 3 months pregnant, March 2001, and I cried. Raise your hand if you shed some tears when you first got here. I'm glad I'm not the only one. And as I was pregnant and had been raised Catholic, I remember thinking to this baby, we don't have to do it that way. There's another way. We found our home. No fire and brimstone. So I soon took foundations and other classes, and it was by the generosity of the people before me that had given, that had offered some of their funds to support some of the programming that I was able to take some of the classes, because at that time I was now working, and I was very, very grateful for that. And then my kiddo, my child that's now 21, learned a lot of things that she's putting into work in her life now, even though she wouldn't say that they're signs of mine. They are. She just doesn't know. She knows the basic principles. So in 2020, I had not been really faithful to my giving that I had committed at the beginning of the year. And I got a phone call. And Kathy Anna had an opportunity to talk to me, and I was reminded of my commitment. And I even decided at that time, not that she told me to, but that I decided that what would it be like if I stretched it a little bit? Not only was I willing to give what I had said I was going to give and wasn't being very faithful with, but what would it be like if I gave a little more? So I did, not having a clue of how I was going to come up with that money. Within a week of making that commitment, my boss came and said, we did some studies for salary, and we're going to give you a raise. And it happened to be even more than what I had added to my giving. So for any of you who are not sure why you should give or why it makes sense to give, if you're wondering, like, why would they want my money? I want to keep my money. And which I did think about that. Just realize you cannot outgive God. And I know that God is not just, like a slot machine. You put money and do the handle and get. It doesn't work that way, but the ways in which your life is blessed, trust me, you cannot outgive God. Thank you.